Hopefully it will be just as close and just as good as the matches we've seen all day long in the team competition and now in the individual medal matches. It is time, at long last, for the men's compound gold medal match, an all-American affair. Reo Wilde of the United States, 39 years old, ranked second in the world, went to Antalya #1, left there #2, and there you see his one-loss record, 15-3 on the season. Head-to-head against his competitor today, he is 2-2, as Erica Jones checks her email. And here's Braden Gellenthien of the United States. Braden and Reo are 2-2 against each other in head-to-head competition. Braden, 27 years old, and he took over the top spot after Antalya.
Yes, he did.
Always an interesting dynamic, I think, Brittany, when you've got teammates. I mean, you work together so well when you're shooting in the team competition, but now every man for himself.
Absolutely, and both these guys are shooting really well, so it should be a great match to watch. And they do have the wind experience from this morning, so they should know what to do.
Braden got by Roberto Hernandez of El Salvador in the quarterfinals and then beat Trillis by 7 in the semis. He'll shoot first on target #2. Starts off with a 9. So now Reo Wilde, his first shot. Reo was shooting so well in the men's team gold medal match this morning, and now shoots a 6 to start off.
I wonder what happened there.
Here in the gold medal match. And 8 by Braden Gellenthien.
Make sure you load into it real good. Keep that thumb pressure.
And Reo back on track.
Good shot, Reo.
But had that misfortune this morning with the missed shot that drew no score and turned the match around against France in the men's team gold medal match. Reo tried to shake it off.
You have to. You can't focus on something like that. That was a good shot. You can't focus on something like that. That could kill the rest of your day. And he needs to be ready here to shoot for the gold medal. So
and I
he has
suppose
to forget it.
you don't get to this level if you can't handle those kind of situations.
Correct. You need to be able to accept the bad and the good. Get rid of the bad and focus on the good.
I remember a coach telling me once, it's playing forward. You got to play forward.
You have to. It's necessary.
So both of them shoot 26 to start off the match, the gold medal match, the All-American affair. Of course, the world record held by Reo Wilde, who had a perfect score of 150. And as we look back at the first 2 stages, Braden defeated Martin Damsbo in Shanghai to win the gold medal there. Then at stage 2 in Antalya last month, it was Patrick Larson winning the gold medal. And Reo back in the medal matches after missing out in Antalya. That was about the first time, I think it's been several years since he did not appear in a medal match. And I think that's provided a lot of motivation. Not that he didn't already have it.
I can imagine.
There you go.
But Braden's got plenty of motivation himself.
Nice shot. Just like that.
Getting blown a little bit here.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Just a little bit high.
Right here. Nice
Same result though for Braden.
Keep rolling.
And a bullseye right here would tie the score right back up.
10.
There you go.
Good job, bud.
Shooting quickly.
It didn't look like he liked that shot.
Keep it up. Good fight.
Right now, I think Rio's on fire.
Yeah.
That fire engine may be for him. So Reo Wilde, after starting off with a 6 on his first shot of the match, has picked things up. And right now,
Leading by 1.
Leads by 155 to 54. So that 6 on the first shot was not disastrous after all.
Nope, and these winds, it's not. You never know what's going to happen. You can see the palm trees blowing there.
In the land of eternal spring. Weather never varies very much down here in Medellin, Colombia. Close to the equator, but at the 5,000-foot level in altitude.
We were actually talking to some of the folks who live here, and they said that it's normally not this windy here.
Oh,
They're not
really?
used to this, no.
They ordered it up just for you.
Yeah, that's what we said. One of the volunteers was telling us it's normally not this windy.
Oh, it's never this windy, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Only when we have the Archery World Cup for the first time.
Nice
Good shot from Braden. Keeping the pressure on.
Braden back on target. These two hooked up in the World Cup final last year in Tokyo.
6,
And that was where Braden broke through and finally won his first World Cup gold medal. But Reo keeps the pressure on.
Settle in. Good recovery.
Good shot.
Nice shot.
You can see that wind whipping through the trees behind Reo Wilde, but it doesn't seem to affect him.
These guys are shooting great right now. It's so hard to stand there and have so little time, 20 seconds to shoot your one arrow in this wind, and you don't want to be hesitant too much because you don't want to come down to 2 seconds and have to force the shot off, but you want to make a good shot. But in this wind, it's hard.
It's a real balancing act, and Reo Wilde is balancing well. He is well balanced.
Got a determined look on his face there.
The thing I like about Braden is you can see he doesn't hide his emotions.
No, he doesn't.
He wears them on his sleeve. He's emotional and he's fun to watch.
Yeah.
And a great match that's fun to watch right now. 2 points separating the two Americans. Reo Wilde with 85 points. Braden Gellenthien with 83.
You guys are staying loose there laughing. Kevin Eldridge coaching Reo, and Jake Kaminsky, one of the recurve shooters from the United States, coaching Braden.
And there's another recurve
Jacob
shooter.
Lucky.
Yep.
Mexico looks to be having fun in the stands.
You know what? If you can't have fun on a Saturday afternoon in Medellin, Colombia, watching the greatest archers in the world, then we need to get you to a therapist.
Yeah.
We're having fun, I know that. Braden, not so much though. Not after that shot.
Go to the next one.
Just like Jake said, focus on the next one. Just gotta let it go.
So Reo sensing he can go for the kill.
Yeah. Besides that, that's a great target from Reo. Besides that one arrow, he's shooting right in that group.
Yeah, his grouping's
between 9
good.
and 11 o'clock, yeah. Braden didn't like that one.
And the frustration building for Braden.
Yeah, the wind picked up there. He just has to shake it off and come back strong.
10, 9.
Questionable. It's hard to call from here.
Yeah, that one was tough to call.
Just needs a strong shot here.
So kind of all over the board right there. And sometimes it just is a guessing game, isn't it, Brittany?
Sometimes it is what it is, and you just have to forget about it and move on to the next shot.
9, 8, 7.
You can
It's hard
tell.
in this situation, though.
Right.
'Cause you want the gold medal so bad. And
You're this close.
Yep. With the wind, it's frustrating because you're making good shots, and the wind is just not letting them go in.
And you could tell from Braden's group, he was wide right, wide left, high with the shot. He was trying to make adjustments, and he was getting blown around. So 112 points for Reo Wilde of the United States here in the men's gold medal match. Through the first 4 ends, it was tied after the first end. Reo went up by 1 after the second end, led by 2 after the third, and now leads by 6, 112-106. And
Staying loose, having fun.
yeah, Jake Kaminsky trying to lighten the moment just a bit. I'm not quite sure what you say in those moments.
You know, you just have to continue to be positive for the shooter. You have to just keep their focus going and try to have them forget the last shot and just work on the next one. You can see how bad the wind is blowing.
We were somewhat concerned that inflatable,
I've seen it go down before.
yeah, might go down, might get hit by
Yep.
an errant arrow.
Yeah.
God forbid.
Yeah, hopefully not, but
Hopefully
you know,
not.
I've seen the wind take it down before in Ogden a couple years ago.
We appreciate our sponsors, Kia, Sport Toto, Fila, Turkish Airlines, and Braden on the
Good shot.
line, but that'll count as a 10.
Yep. Just has to touch that line. It'll be the higher arrow.
Reo Wilde
Nice shot,
getting
buddy.
closer to that gold medal. And
Braden needs 10s here, so he knows what he's doing. Gotta keep the pressure on, even though there's a 6-point lead.
But nothing seems to phase Reo Wilde right now. And the last shot is a great one.
Good
3
end for
10s.
Braden. This is a good end.
You do have to admire that.
Yep.
But you also have to admire Reo Wilde. Despite the 8, he had some room to play with. And Reo comes away with a 5-point win despite shooting an 8 on that final shot. He wins it 141 to 136.
Yep. It's a good match. You know, they shot well in the conditions. You know, these guys normally drop, what, maybe 3.4, 0.5 points most, and you know.
Here and there.
You can,
yeah.
yeah, you can see that the wind really had an effect on them.
Hey, there wasn't a
I'm wondering what the recurve archers who are up in the stands watching this today are thinking now, and now have to go back to the hotel and think about this all night
Yeah,
long, what they're going to face.
They're probably getting a little education on what's in store for them tomorrow.
It might be a little tough to get some sleep tonight.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, you never know. Maybe it'll be dead calm tomorrow for them.
So a good match in the men's gold medal match, but as you look back on the day, the one I'll remember is the match between Mendoza and Lopez that went to the shoot-off. Just an outstanding match, but we've seen great matches all day long.